we were on the air yesterday, kind of a wild show. A lot of stuff going on yesterday, but we were on the air yesterday when the news came out that Bill Belichick is parting ways with the New England Patriots. They mutually agreed to do so, and so we awaited to hear the words and thoughts of Belichick at the goodbye press conference, and here he was getting a little emotional discussing his time there at Foxborough.
You know, fans here are amazing. You know, there's so many memories of the fans, the send-offs, the parades, the Sundays. You know, whatever the situations are, the letters of support, seeing the fans, you know, away from here, you know, at a gas station or a grocery store, or, you know, where you bump into them. Patriot fans here, and not just in New England, but they extend nationally and even internationally as I've traveled. It's amazing how far the arm reaches. We saw that this year in Germany. So appreciative of the fans for all the support they've given me, my family, and this football team. It's with just so many fond memories and thoughts that I think about the Patriots, and I'll always be a Patriot. I look forward to coming back here, but at this time we're going to move on, and I look forward and excited for the future, but always very, very appreciative of the opportunity here, the support here, and what you've done for me.
Feels nice to be one of the people that appreciated it while it was going on, and not one of those haters who was waiting for it to end, you know? 24 years.
Oh, you mean the ones who are like, oh, what about Deflategate?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't that help them win a bunch of games? Yeah, dude.
They're such bozos.
They deflated a football. You think that actually helped them win games?
Didn't Rob Parker throw an asterisk? Didn't he call him the Barry Bonds of football?
Of course. That's his
what exactly did he call him, Jonas?
Bill
Belichick is the Barry Bonds of sports, of football, and Tom Brady is the LOAT. He's the luckiest of all time. Stop it!
I'm the poo-poo king.
I mean, why can't we just acknowledge that what we just saw was a quarter century of flat-out dominance that we're never going to see again, ever.
Do you know what? I want to know why? Because people don't like to admit when you're witnessing it, this is as good as it's going to get. Like, people don't like to like admit that.
There's got to be something more.
Yeah, it's got to be something more. Like, no, dude, that was it. Like, that was the greatest you'll ever see.
That was it.
We will be if we're on this planet in 100 years from now and still playing football, and it's called the NFL, and it's tackle like what we see, you will not see a team have a run of success like the NFL New England Patriots did during the Bill Belichick era. All things considered, this league is built for parity. I mean, think about that. Think about all those years, how they're drafting, what, in the 20s? Like, yeah. It's not like they have a high first-round pick. And their schedule is obviously going to be more difficult. Maybe people would say, well, what about the AFC East? I don't have the number off the top of my head. If you look at, in the 24 years he was in New England, how many head coaches were fired on the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills as a direct correlation for Bill Belichick and Tom Brady's success during that time? You'd sit there and say, well, yeah, some of it's maybe they didn't have some of the best coaches, but some of it's probably just the fact that, man, these guys were just damn good, and no one could beat them. Like, people couldn't figure out a way of beating them, and this is as good as it's going to get. Like, you have to witness greatness, and you're not appreciating it right now.
All I'm going to say is I'm always, as a sports fan, I'm always hopeful that it gets proven wrong.
Yeah.
Because that's like kind of, to me, what the essence of sports, you know, what it represents. Will somebody ever eclipse Bruce Smith's 200 sacks?
No.
Most likely not, right? But is there the thought process that there's always a chance?
Yeah.
I mean, that's you know, I used to sit there and I used to say they will never, ever, ever, there will never, not in our lifetime, will there ever be another Joe Montana. It just won't happen.
You really thought that?
Hell yes.
Oh, okay.
Hell yes. And so far, there's only been one. I mean, I don't see there being anyone else being better than what Joe Montana was as a quarterback in the National Football League.
That dude won 7 Super Bowls. Like,
I mean, listen,
damn.
Joe Montana
Mahomes
was a beast.
is the only guy who's got a shot, I think.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think he can win 5 more?
Nope.
He's already got 2.
Dude, how ridiculous is that, by the way?
know.
In all seriousness, like
Both are ridiculous, but
well, think
I
about
mean,
this.
hey, you know.
Like, I think we'd all agree, like, Joe Burrow is a ridiculous talent at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Now, before I say this, I want Bengals fans to know I did pick him before the season to win MVP.
Get MVP. Yes, you did.
And to win the Super Bowl. So I had Bengals beating Cowboys before the season. So before I say this, just know that. Pete Prisco, on the night that he was drafted
What up,
to
Pete?
the Cincinnati Bengals. What up, Pete? He goes, they will win multiple Super Bowls with Joe Burrow.
I remember that.
And I thought to myself, man, Joe Burrow could be a multiple-time MVP, similar to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, a 4-time MVP, and he got 1 in Green Bay. Like,
Yep.
like multiple, like
And some
more
say
than one.
he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, some say that, some feel that way. But I'm saying just when someone says that about like a guy like Joe Burrow, you're like, man, I hope so, but he's going to an organization that like hasn't had that success, and then
It's just not
you know,
realistic.
When they got to a Super Bowl, he's like, see, I told you. I was like, well, hold on, they didn't win it,
They didn't win.
and now injuries pile up and all these things, and you just go, it is so hard to stay healthy.
Yes, it is.
To have consistent success, all those things, man.
Yes, it is. It's hard to stay good.
Yeah.
You know, even outside of yourself, it's just hard for your team to
hard to
stay
be
good.
I mean,
That's why
let me say
anybody
this
who
much.
says luck, it says to me you've never been a high level athlete. You've never. And that's not a shot to anybody. It's just it's a dose of truth. Nobody can get away with saying that you got lucky. Tom Brady is far, like there may be some luck involved, but the one part of it that isn't luck is having success for as long as they did. Like you could say, okay, I first of all, I don't think you're lucky. I don't think you get lucky winning a Super Bowl. It's too many games. It's just too many games that got to be
there's
played.
an element of luck that's involved, though.
Sometimes like maybe staying healthy or a catch that gets stuck to the hand and on the head and
Ball bounces the right way.
Ball bounces, Franco catches it. Like there can be an element of luck, but that's also preparation meeting opportunity as well. In those cases, I just find it hard to ever justify greatness by saying you were lucky. Like, yeah, you were lucky to get drafted and be Scottie Pippen on Michael Jordan's team. That's luck. That's a stroke of luck. Like you were the one. You were going to be really, really good no matter where you went, but you weren't going to be that good if you didn't have MJ. Like to me, those things, that's luck. It was luck that Kobe got Shaquille O'Neal. That was like a stroke of luck, a stroke of destiny or fate, whatever you want to call it. Missing the field goal 3 Super Bowls in a row. 4,
That was unluckiness.
4, 3, 5, but it was lucky for the other team.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this though. Yesterday's first hour show to me was the greatest hour of radio we've ever all three done together.
Really?
Why?
You don't think so?
Why? Why you want to put that on?
I found it the most entertaining.
Oh, okay.
What
I
happened?
mean,
Because I told people they should be concerned. Like you saw me on Twitter, right? I was like, hey, listen,
you were
I'll
giving
never go
PSAs
do
out
it.
there.
Like, look, you go do it. You do
No,
it.
it was great though.
You do it.
I just found it highly entertaining. And again, I don't know if we lucked into that or if we didn't, but either way, to me, it was the best hour of radio we've ever done. So
That was
if you're
luck.
listening right now and you didn't listen to yesterday's first hour, please go back and listen to the podcast. I do.
He
think
just
you'll
wants
find it.
everybody to know that I had a first take place in my life, and it wasn't like the greatest of first. I'll tell you that, but it was necessary.